it's my turn. You say you've always been a little bit shy, but I can put an end to your fears.
Hello, my name is Morgana Marie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. As a coach, mentor, and business intuitive success guide, I specialize in unlocking unique leadership potential for neurodiverse and highly sensitive, ambitious achievers and leaders to thrive and excel with ease. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the common misconceptions of ADHD, and we're going to reframe what those letters mean for you. Over years and years, actually decades, these labels of autism, ADHD, dyslexia, Asperger's have caused a lot of us to feel very stuck, limited, and in self-sabotage because we get defined into these labels and we find it really hard to liberate ourselves from that. And we can get stuck in the constraints of disorder, diagnosis, disease, disability, condition. They're heavy energy words. Just notice how that makes you feel for a moment. I realised my ADHD is absolutely not a disability or a disorder or a condition. It's a different way of seeing the world and thinking expansively. I'm different. Does this resonate with you? So, attention deficit, as it's often referred to as hyperactivity. Does this resonate with you? Or have you just decided that you are that because someone else has projected their thoughts, feelings, and opinions of you at you, and you've aligned and agreed to that? Something to consider. And in this video, I want you to shift that perspective and become more self-aware of the imposed judgments that you may have taken on. Being highly sensitive, highly empathic, we can sponge other people's opinions, judgments, thoughts, feelings, and emotions and take them on. And it's time to stop doing that and messing up our life and being at the effect of other people. We can take our power back and step into who we are and who we were born to be. So, attention deficit. Let's reframe this. Multi-talented, multi-creative, aware of everything. Innovative, visionary, intelligent, intuitive, spherically aware. A lot of the time we buy into these beliefs and impose projected judgments from others because we want to avoid conflict. But actually doing that harms us. We numb who we are, we deny who we are, we hide behind our masks, and it's time to stop doing that and call back who we are, be in the world. So if you're interested in continuing to understand and listen to how you can reframe these words, these letters, and shift that energy from density and heaviness to lightness and expansiveness, then continue to watch. If you haven't, do give this video a like, a share, and subscribe as well with anyone that you know could benefit from this video. Hyperactivity. Does it resonate? I would say I am emotionally intelligent. I am consciously tuned in to everything around me, aware of everything going on, And I've only realised this over the last couple of years as I've dived into the tools of theta healing. I'm an advanced theta healer and energy worker, using energy tools and processes to help me to reframe those beliefs and actually access who I am. I'm emotionally intelligent. I'm on a higher level of consciousness. I am not lower levels of consciousness, fear, ego, shame, guilt. But we can hang around in this place. We don't have to. We can choose to work on our inner self, change our beliefs, and up-level our consciousness. We are highly empathic. It's one of our greatest abilities. We're empathic. We have this ability to understand how someone feels. The challenging side of that often is we want to take on their problems and we want to absorb that and we want to try and heal that and save them. We must change the belief and any vows and oaths that we make to have to save these people, which is very deeply ingrained in our subconscious mind through historical beliefs, ancestral beliefs, and we need to understand that we are not responsible for other people. People are responsible for themselves. So we have this empathic ability and we can use it to communicate greater with people, to build meaningful connections, to be a people person at work, to really harness intimacy with people. But we don't need to be at the effect of empathy. We're often over generous, over giving, we burn ourselves out, overwhelming ourselves. Let's stop that today. Have you been told that you're lazy? That you lack willpower? Maybe you're careless or you're stupid. Stop making excuses that you're wrong. Have you ever felt that? I certainly have. In fact, from a young age, I felt that I was wrong, weird and different, and as I grew up, it became reckless and I rebelled because actually these were people's imposed judgments and beliefs that I took on, and I realised that I become the effect of other people's depression, anxiety, pains and problems, and I took that on empathically. I sponged that. So if you're doing that, keep listening. If you're trying harder to be like everyone else and you're trying to fit into a box, to fit in, to not be alone because you feel like you might be lonely or isolated, I encourage you to ask a question here. How different are you willing to be to make the difference the world actually needs? Ask that question. Have you been told you're disorganised? Do you easily get overwhelmed? Do you internalise your feelings a lot and you sit deep in your thoughts? I encourage you to be in awareness. Awareness is everything. What are you aware of? 1 minute you can feel really energized and happy, and the next moment you feel very low and drained and depressed. In that moment, ask a question. What am I aware of? Is it my depression or is it someone else's? This tool alone changed my life, saved my life. Have you ever been told that you cannot get good grades or the results that you know you can get? Maybe you've been told, or there's a misconception around that ADHD affects more girls than it does boys. This is all just lies. It's just made up. It's made up for us to either resist or react. And we get stuck. And we either want to fight against it and use a lot of energy to do so because we're trying to prove something, or we resist it and then we just hide and we want to put even more masks on. So how about we end doing that today too, and realise that you are incredibly intelligent, multi-creative, innovative. You have the ability to be able to ask a question, know the answer, because you do know the answer, it's all within you, and then you can get that grade. You don't need to slow yourself down to fit into someone else's expectations of you. You don't need to feel that you are intimidating to others because others have told you that you're intimidating, and they don't like that. You don't have to align and agree to other people's ways of doing things because you think they're better than you or they're right. I encourage you to ask yourself here, what do you know? What are your ways of learning? What are your ways of achieving? You can ask a question. What do I need to do, implement, or institute to get this result faster, quicker, with total ease? Be willing to ask a question. A question changes stuckness, heaviness, everywhere you're in fear or you feel like things are hard. Let's shift from trying harder to asking a question so you can find flow, ease, and thrive. Now, a lot of people who have ADHD, like myself, can often have behaviour problems, learning challenges. It's often known as learning disabilities, but it's not, it's a difference. So let's reframe that one. Anxiety. Is it really anxiety, or are you just aware of something that's going on? This is the work that you've got to be willing to do to understand that you don't need to align and agree with everyone else's points of views for you to feel that you're part of something, because you were born to stand out, not to fit in, okay? You're different, you are leaders, you're here to make a difference. And that requires you to be able to be you fully, unapologetically, and stand up and be willing to be that different. Okay? Have you had challenges with your speech, maybe your hearing in the past? Our bodies are so intelligent. Our bodies will show us what we're not acknowledging. So if we have speech difficulties or something going on with our hearing, we're either not willing to hear something, to acknowledge something, or listen to what our body is actually trying to communicate to us. So as I teach body awareness in my coaching and what our body is actually communicating to us, we have to be willing to understand and be connected to our bodies. A lot of neurodiverse people can really struggle to feel connected to their bodies because there's some belief running in the background. They don't feel safe to be here, they don't feel safe to belong, they don't feel like it's their home, it's not their natural environment, because actually we're conscious, intuitive star seeds and we're from a different planet. We've come to the earth to elevate, illuminate, and raise consciousness. So yeah, we can feel like we're aliens in the world. We can often feel like we're not acknowledged, understood, seen, or heard. But you don't have to feel that way. You've got to be willing to clear that inner sabotage and listen to your body. What is your body communicating to you? So if you start to feel anxious in your heart and you're getting a racing heartbeat, be willing to just take a moment to connect in and ask, what am I aware of? What is this? What is the message? There was a time in my life when I didn't know how to do this and I was very disconnected, and I used to take antidepressants and it numbed who I was. It made my anxiety worse. I thought it was anxiety. I thought I was depressed, but I was just very aware and I was taking on other people's problems, trying to heal them. It's a common pattern. If you recognize this in you, use these tools. Connect to your body. Ask a question. Body, what are you trying to communicate to me right now? So let's reframe behavior problems. The only reason we have behavior issues, apparently, is behavior is actually because we're not acknowledged. We're either not acknowledging ourselves or we're not acknowledged by others. So where can you acknowledge more of you? When you acknowledge more of you, you will be more acknowledged. It's not the outside in, it's the inside out. But you've got to be willing to believe that you're worthy and deserving of enough of being understood, being acknowledged, being seen, showing who you are. Take off that mask. Learning challenges get created because you are not understood. You don't understand yourself, therefore others don't understand you. And I found this in my life. I would struggle learning at school. I couldn't concentrate. I was forced to sit down in class and listen and focus. Probably one of the worst things you could ever do for an autistic ADHD kid who needs to run around and move and get out in nature, and then short, sharp bursts of energy get the work done. We're different. We function differently. We create differently. Anxiety, for example. Is it really anxiety or is it something else? Be willing to be aware and ask the question. If we're not aware of what's going on energetically around us, then we instantly go into, oh, it's anxiety. And then we lock that energy into our bodies and then we cause ourselves anxiety because we've created that. So let's destroy and uncreate everywhere we've decided that it's anxiety, and let's be more connected to our bodies so we can understand what's truly going on, what we're really aware of, and not have to take it on and absorb it. So are you willing to destroy and uncreate and clear all the beliefs that you have to save others, heal others with your body? And you can just say yes to receive that clearing. Speech hearing issues. Okay, as I've mentioned before, this often comes from either sensory overload or we're avoiding something. So what are you avoiding? What are you defending? What are you not aware of? If you were aware of it, you'd be able to hear, speak, and see and communicate with total ease. Okay? So allow yourself to be in the question, what's really going on? And then you can get that clearing and that healing and the awareness and the relief. It's through asking questions and being present with your body that you get that release and that relief, that healing, that freedom to be yourself. So everywhere everyone's decided that they need to fix you and you need to be fixed and there's something wrong with you, would you be willing to delete and clear that and all the beliefs that you've aligned to, agreed with, that you need to be fixed, there's something wrong with you? And can we show you the higher perspective of who you are and what you're here to do and be in the world? And you can just say yes to receive that download. In the energy work that I do, we do lots of downloads, energy clearings. We're taking you into like a theta brainwave state and we're clearing the energetics of what's behind the words we use. So let's shift, clear, delete, cancel, destroy, uncreate. Everywhere we've decided that we have attention problems, everywhere we procrastinate, distract ourselves, avoid who we are, avoid doing things that are going to help us move forwards in a positive way. Let's teach you what it feels like to be multi-creative, multi-talented, without judgment. Would you like to know what that feels like? You can just say yes to receive that. Would you like to know what it feels like to be a visionary, to know that you can speak your truth with ideas and that you can acknowledge your intelligence and your hyper awareness? Let's just show you what that feels like and just say yes to receive. And all the inner conflicts that are going on to try and fit into someone else's reality and expectations of what you should be like, but you know you're not that. Let's just destroy, uncreate and clear, cancel everywhere you're in conflict. Everywhere you feel like you have to fight, you have to battle to be yourself. Let's just clear, cancel and delete all of that, and let's show you the highest definition of you from your higher self, your higher perspective. You can just say yes to receive. And let's show you that it's safe for you to acknowledge your abilities, your perception, your creativity, your inventiveness, your genius, your awareness. And you can just say yes to receive these downloads. You know what it feels like to be able to institute taking actions on your goals, your dreams and desires. That you know that you can be successful without feeling alone or being isolated or by yourself. And let's show you that you know how to attract the aligned people into your life who can help you on your way. You can just say yes. Resilience. Would you like to know what resilience feels like? That you can be resilient. One of your greatest abilities is resilience. You're strong. You're emotionally resilient. Let's show you that you can embody that virtue, that you know what it feels like. You can just say yes to receive this download. Let's show you that you can be the intelligence of you, that you know what confidence feels like, that you know how to be confident in who you are, how you speak, that you can be authentic, you know what that feels like for you. And let's just destroy and uncreate everywhere where you've decided what confidence is, what confidence isn't, what authenticity is, what authenticity isn't. And then show the highest definition of authenticity. Let's show you that you can embody your hyper-focus abilities and that you can be a multitasker without feeling wrong, bad, or like you need to change. And let's show you the how to speak up, that you can speak your truth. And you can live without fear, without conforming. And that you can be exceptional. You know how to be exceptional. You can make calculated risks. You can take risks. You know how to trust yourself. You know how to make decisions based on your knowing. And let's show you that you know who you are, what your multi-abilities are, without definitions, structures, labels. You can just say yes to receive these downloads, this healing, this awareness. And would you like to know what it feels like that ADHD, autism, dyslexia, Asperger's, and whatever neurodiverse spectrum you are, you consider yourself to be, that it's an ability, an incredible ability and gift, without it feeling like it's a condition or disorder or disability or deficit in any way. Let's show you what that feels like. And that you know how to detach from collective consciousness and everyone else's pains, problems and suffering. And let's show you how to lead with authority, and that you know what that feels like. So I encourage you to reframe what ADHD means for you. Write it down. Put it on your wall. Stick it up. Reframe that. And every time you feel like you're going to judgment of you or wrongness of you, I want you to stop Catch yourself in that moment, be aware, and shift perspective. Be willing to ask, what's my truth here? And delete, cancel, destroy and uncreate all those misconceptions of ADHD, autism, dyslexia, Asperger's, dyspraxia, ADD, all of that. And be willing to connect into your highest truth in every moment. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found this useful. I would love to know what you enjoyed from this. Please leave in the comments below. And if you're looking to deepen and understand more about who you are and what unique abilities you have and how to thrive and have a success that you desire from a place of ease, I do offer a 30-minute Discover Your Unique Leadership Genius call. I'm just going to drop the link down below. And this opportunity is a call with me to really understand who you are, what challenges you have, and let's uncreate all those places and beliefs that you have where you're sabotaging your success. And let me help you to actually show you how you can move forwards, what steps you can make for more awareness, more choice and confidence. So if that feels aligned, then please do book that link. I'm excited about getting to know you. Once again, I'm Morgana Marie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please give it a like, share and subscribe. Bye for now.
Believe that you came into my life.